A two-time Pulitzer Prize winner, William Faulkner is considered one of the 20th century's greatest writers. He was born on September 25, 1897.
William Faulkner was the poet-novelist of Mississippi. He grew up in Oxford, Mississippi, and he never left. He went to the University of Mississippi, and this is where he lived his life. Every single one of his major novels is set in Lafayette County, Mississippi, which he called Yoknebatafa in his novels.
Faulkner is known for reflecting the history and culture of the South in his work. His first novel, The Sound and the Fury, was published in 1929.
Sound and the Fury is considered Faulkner's masterpiece because it's the first book in which he really got inside point of view and got inside voice, and those became, I think, the defining factors of his writing.
No one had ever seen such a complicated novel before. Imagine opening with a long, long sequence by someone whose mind is deranged. And so the reader doesn't know where he or she is for 10, 20, 30 pages. This was brave, it was even crazy. But eventually, pretty quickly, very smart readers understood that William Faulkner was an innovator.
During the 1930s, Faulkner wrote As I Lay Dying, Light in August, and Absalom, Absalom, three powerhouse works that cemented his reputation as a technically complex and imaginative author.
Faulkner wrote several of his masterpieces within the period of a decade. Looking at those works written in such a concentrated period of time, it's difficult to dismiss him.
He upped himself virtually every time. They just keep coming. And I think that's what now scholars look back on and see complex masterpieces within about 12 years, and that's pretty amazing.
Faulkner amassed critical success as a novelist, culminating in the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1949.
I think the Nobel Committee probably selected Faulkner not merely for his great innovations, but also because much of what Faulkner wrote about and a lot of his sense of himself as a writer was as someone who documented the ability of people to endure. And that was the theme of the speech that he delivered in Stockholm when he accepted the prize.
It was his work as a screenwriter, penning such movies as Road to Glory, Slave Ship, and The Big Sleep, that earned him financial freedom.
Faulkner wrote screenplays for one reason: money. He was broke all the time, and he liked to live in a big mansion. He had a lovely house called Roanoke, and to support his lifestyle, he wanted to live like a Southern aristocrat. He drank a lot of whiskey, and good whiskey, so he went to Hollywood to make money.
In 1954, Faulkner wrote the novel A Fable, which won him a Pulitzer Prize and the National Book Award.
In his own lifetime, Faulkner was praised by all sorts of committees. He won Pulitzer Prizes. He won the Nobel Prize. He was given awards by the French government. He was widely recognized in his own time.
Faulkner died of a heart attack on July 6, 1962, at the age of 64. He posthumously earned a second Pulitzer Prize in 1963 for his final novel, The Reivers.
Faulkner criticism now outpaces Shakespeare criticism. Now that we move into the 21st century, scholars find him so rich. Every text opens itself up to multiple readings with its complexity. I think he'll be remembered as one of the greats.